Welcome, Rift Runner, to the Infinity Wars. I am Agent Coyle, one of the original Rift Runners. You have made a brave choice to jump through a rift from your homeworld, through time, space, and dimension, to the planet at the epicenter of these Infinity Wars. Allow me to enlighten you on its history. Previously known as just the Old World, thousands of years ago, this planet's population was wiped out in a catastrophic event known as the Calamity. The Calamity lasted for years, ripping apart the very fabric of reality itself and creating many different dimensions. Each version of this new world began the process of rebuilding over the next couple of centuries and became known by different names by its inhabitants. On the reality known as Talik, the Flame Dawn resides. The Flame Dawn are an organized, aggressive army. Their leader, Aberon, is said to be invincible in battle, and he leads an aggressive campaign to expand the borders of the Flame Dawn to forge a great empire that will last for ages. Also inhabiting Talik is Genesis Industries. Genesis Industries seeks to remodel the world with their highly advanced, hyper-efficient technologies. Everything can be improved to be bigger, better, faster, and stronger. Orion, the leader of Genesis Industries, is a visionary who is on a mission to ensure the world is able to keep up with the accelerating demands of civilization. On the reality known as Reach, a black magic cult named the Cult of Varor tears apart the land, summoning demons to perfect their death spells. The Cult of Varor opened the Hellmouth, unleashing demons into Reach and covering the world in darkness. The leader of Aurora is Rita, although Candid looks to take the throne. The Exiles are a collection of corrupted humans who have been mutated by the demonic taint of Aurora's black magic. They wander the demon wastes, land of chaos and recklessness. Visir, the demon prince, is the leader of the Exiles, although he's more in it for himself than the Exiles themselves. The descendants of the dragon are a reclusive faction who inhabit the Jinhai Mountains on Reach. They constructed a great wall across the mountains, making it impossible for invaders to penetrate their community. The Untamed World is a reality where nature rules supreme. The Warpath live here, animal-humanoid hybrids who live peacefully, in harmony with the land, hunting and gathering, moving with the seasons. On the reality called Avarok, the citizens enhanced their bodies with nanotechnology. One day, a nanobot virus was unleashed into the world. Within mere days, the world of Avarok was ruined. The world turned into an undead husk. The infected citizens became the sleepers of Avarok, wandering the world. High above, the reality of Solace exists. The Overseers of Solace live here, a divine group who are empowered by human emotion. Their interest in other realities is purely practical. They do not have any emotional attachments to any other factions. Sol, the Angel of Vengeance, is the leader of the Overseers, although his choices are questionable. The fabric of reality has torn apart. These worlds are connected to each other by these dangerous tears, known as rifts. Tigris, also known as the Architect, first made travel much safer through these rifts. This led to the original battles in the Infinity Wars on Talik, Reach, and the Untamed World, which mainly involved a land grab by the Flame Dawn and Genesis, who formed the United Talik Front against the peaceful Warpath. Reach was mainly occupied with skirmishes between the Cult of Varor and the descendants of the dragon. The Sleepers began to rise on Avarok and go through one-way rifts, quite like the one you came through, into these three new worlds ripe for infestation. Warpath and the United Front of Flame Dawn and Genesis combined their efforts to try and hold back the Sleepers of Avarok as they poured through the rifts in full force. In the meantime, the sleepers overwhelmed the once supreme cult of Varor, and chaos broke out in Varoria. The exiles went from a ragtag bunch of ex-cult of Varor to a demon-led force to be reckoned with. The Overseers of Solace arrived on Talek to destroy the Avarak virus, but began cleansing the Untamed world as it was most heavily affected by the Sleepers. Flame Dawn immediately allied with the Overseers against Genesis Industries' wishes. The Overseers started an ascension by choosing heroic humans to transform into tech-powered angels. Candet and Rita began fighting over being the leader of the Cult of Varor, and the faction began to fall apart. Many more rifts are opening to other planets and dimensions even stranger than these. It truly seems we are entering into an infinite war. And now, Rift Runner, it is your time. Choose your allegiances carefully, your commanders wisely. If you play your cards right, you may take your place as one of the greatest leaders of these Infinity Wars.